It's the Kevin Gorman Show on Trib Live Radio. We're at Central Catholic with senior linebacker Bryan Glover, a 6'2", 200-pounder, 3-year starter for the Vikings. Bryan, can you talk about how much this defense has meant to this team, especially when you've had a lot of injuries on offense and you know that sometimes you guys have to carry the team?
We definitely pride ourselves on just getting better and making sure we can put the team on our back whenever asked to. So every week we're getting better and better, not only to just keep the team rolling, but just to keep our numbers up and make sure we can get as far as we can.
With a couple of defensive-minded coaches, and Terry Totten and Dave Fleming, kind of calling the head coach and the defensive coordinator, how much have they really emphasized defense here at Central Catholic? I mean, this isn't just a good season or a good year for your defense. This is a tradition that they kind of hang their hat on here.
We definitely love having great defenses. So, we're always pushing ourselves, and they're pushing us a little bit more, but we try and pride ourselves on being a great overall team, offense, defense, and special teams. So I feel like they push the defense as hard as they push the offense and special teams. So we're all good.
Last week against Woodland Hills, you held Miles Sanders to less than 100 yards. You forced a fumble on that play that was returned for a touchdown. What was it like to stop one of the WPL's top running backs in the fashion that you did, and to cause that fumble that proved to be one of the turning points of the football game?
I mean, of course, it was fun going against one of the best running backs in the state, and we just wanted to pride ourselves on stopping him and making sure we can slow their offense down as much as we can because they're talented across the board. So we knew we stopped Miles, we can get away with the ball game.
But you also made it on the vine. I mean, that was one of the plays on that week. The Trib called it the play of the game, the play of the night. What was it like to have a hit like that and to see a guy just kind of crumple and fumble and you guys return it for a touchdown? That must have been a good feeling for you personally.
Oh, man, it was a great feeling, but more or less I was worried about my team winning. So after that play, I was worried about the next play and the play after that. So that play was just 1 in a million, man.
Well, speaking of 1 in a million, you guys have 5 shutouts this season, 3 games where we've only allowed 7 points, but you have that game against Pine Richland where you gave up 48 points. How much is that a sticking point for this team, something that kind of eats at you a little bit?
Oh, man, we talk about it every week. I mean, of course, we're focusing on Penn Trafford, but, we're thinking about them next week. But that was more or less an anomaly. I don't feel like that was our defense that night. So if we definitely get a shot at them for a part 2, it'll be a different game.
Well, speaking of getting a shot at Penn Trafford again, you played them in the semifinals last year and beat them pretty handily. What do you expect this time around?
They're definitely a great team, and we definitely feel that they got completely better than they were. So we're expecting a great game tonight. They're all great players across the board, so it's going to be a fun one.
And as far as this defense, the way you guys have been pretty dominant this year, you give up the fewest points in Quad A and second fewest in all of the WPIL. Do you feel like defense can still win championships in this day and age?
Oh, yeah, we definitely feel that defense carries the team. So, like I said, we try and keep the tradition going, make sure our chain gang we're always healthy, make sure whoever's up, they play ball just like the next guy.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bryan.
Thank you.